Hello everyone, I'm Paul McGuire Grimes. Cesar Romero, Jack Nicholson, Heath Ledger, and Jared Leto have all played the Joker, but now it's Joaquin Phoenix's turn in Joker, and we gotta talk about it. This is Paul's trip to the movies. So in Joker, Joaquin Phoenix plays Arthur Fleck. He is a professional clown who has aspirations of being a stand-up comic on a late-night talk show. But his years of being bullied and beaten for being different finally takes its toll on him. The film also stars Robert De Niro as the late-night talk show host, Frances Conroy as his mother, and Zazie Beetz as his neighbor. The film is directed by Todd Phillips, who you may know from the Hangover movies and Old School. He co-wrote the script with Scott Silver. Now, it's clear very early on that Todd Phillips is inspired by Martin Scorsese's The King of Comedy and Taxi Driver, to the point where Phillips mirrors key scenes from those films. Now, both of those films also star Robert De Niro, who's now playing the Jerry Lewis-type role from King of Comedy. Now, Todd Phillips takes that kind of character approach with Joker, and even though he's keeping it in the 1970s Gotham City, he's making it topical in a Trump-like world where Thomas Wayne is the rich billionaire fascist running for mayor in a city where minorities and people who suffer with mental health issues are left abandoned. I felt very uncomfortable very early on in this film, and it never let up. We see Arthur Fleck being beat up on multiple occasions just because he's a little odd. I felt sympathy for him as he can never catch a break and just continues in this downward spiral. There's this shift that comes in the second act once it becomes too much for him and he finally snaps. Todd Phillips doesn't shy away from the graphic violence and the brutality that comes at hand. There isn't a moment of levity, and I credit Todd Phillips for never playing this film for laughs, like you may expect from his other movies, or it being a Joker movie. I wouldn't call this an entertaining movie. But what kept me engrossed in the story was Joaquin Phoenix, who goes all in with a full throttle performance full of intensity at any moment, whether it's the highs of the character, the lows, his quiet, his loud rants, his laughter, his dancing. He's just fascinating to watch every tick that he takes on the Joker. Now, while Todd Phillips may be borrowing from other places, Joaquin Phoenix never copies the other actors that have played Joker before. It's a deeply humane character who takes a hard 180 by the end of the film. He makes for a scarier and more realistic clown than, say, Pennywise from It. Joker is a fascinating character study. And with this being an origin story, we see how Arthur Fleck is a product of trauma, who never got the resources that he needs, and the Joker is ultimately what becomes of it. The film will no doubt elicit a really strong reaction, no matter where you fall, whether you liked it or you hate it. And there's something to be said for films that garner that emotional response from its audience. My head is still kind of a jumbled mess, as I don't really need an origin story for this character. I'd rather him be this really unpredictable mystery. I wouldn't call this an entertaining or even wholly original approach to this character. It's a depressing fable, but one with a phenomenal performance behind it. I'm giving Joker 3 out of 5 ticket stubs. If you liked my review today, click subscribe on my YouTube channel. I have some new reviews of movies like Downton Abbey and Ad Astra. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Paul's Movie Trip, and then go to my website, paulstriptothemovies.com, for some casting news on Halloween Kills and some information on the Twin Cities Film Fest. Thank you so much for watching my review of Joker. This is Paul's Trip to the Movies.